Hi. What causes chronic illnesses? Well, some are obvious. Um, Heart disease, asthma, cancer can run through a family. A lot of these diseases are hereditary. So that that is one answer. Um, Breast cancer, the gene that can be hereditary. We know that. But some are not so obvious or can have several reasons for them. Hi, I'm Sue de Blasio, and welcome to Through Sue's Eyes. There are some chronic illnesses that can be caused by many different reasons, and that would be anxiety, depression, IBS. I mean, they can be hereditary, run in the family, but a lot of times they're caused by childhood stress too, or adult stress. I'm going to give you a little bit of my background that might coincide with things that happened to me. And it's hard for me to talk about, and I don't talk about it to very many people. So I hope you understand that I'm doing it because I'm hoping other people will be able to relate to it and not feel quite so alone. Or maybe some of the reasons that they have anxiety, depression, IBS, even my tachycardia, my doctor had said he felt it was because I had too much stress during early childhood and early adulthood. So there's so many reasons, and I want to right off the bat say I'm not a doctor. I probably said that before, but I want to make sure you know that I'm not a doctor. So these are just my experiences and my feelings. When I was 8 years old, my mother passed away from cancer. It was a very traumatic time for me. In fact, so traumatic, I wiped out the memories, mostly of her and I. I sat in a dark closet for a long time. I became quiet, and it was a rough period of time for me. I wish I could remember the times we had together. Very vague memory. My sister is my memory because she was 4 years older and she remembers things that I don't. After my mother died, my father, or just before she passed away, my father needed a housekeeper, somebody to take care of my sister and I when we came home from school. And back then it was in the 60s, and they don't have the background checks that we have now, and even ours sometimes don't work too well. So it was, my father called an agency and they sent somebody over, and hopefully it would work out. Unfortunately, it didn't. She was verbally abusive. I don't remember this either. I don't remember it. My sister does. I don't. I remember vague things, but not a lot. She would call me evil. She would call me the devil. She would call me a vampire. She hated me. And she would say things to my sister also. Until finally, my father knew nothing about it because he was gone during the day. And at night she would leave. So finally, my sister spoke up. The damage that did to me, I cannot tell you, because I came from a very secure environment with my parents. And to go from a very secure environment to one where I was called something evil and stuck with me. I thought for many years there was maybe something wrong with me because I didn't remember her saying those things. But that anxiety, that pressure, that set me off on a course of anxiety, unfortunately, for a long time. My father remarried a year later, and that didn't go so well. I wasn't looking for a new mother because I was so close to mine. So there were a lot of arguments in the beginning. My father left to go overseas on his job and left us, my mother, her son, and Linda, my sister, and I alone. And we hadn't really gotten that well acquainted. So that was another stress factor. It caused me anxiety again. That's when my IBS started to get really bad. Also, my tachycardia. I would have rapid heartbeats, palpitations. I thought I was going to die. I told no one. The IBS, of course, came out because I would just have like instant, I hate to say it, diarrhea. I never felt secure. I felt under pressure for a long, long time. And there was a period of time where things were great. And then I got married to my first husband, and unfortunately, his cancer came back in stage 4 just before he reached his 5-year mark. He passed away when I was 24 and he was 29. At times, that marriage was verbally abusive, I should say. So anxiety, phobias, depression, all of that. If you put all that of my childhood together and my adulthood, you can see where that would have led to the anxiety and depression that I suffered off and on throughout my life. Depression, not so much. Anxiety, yes. I never thought I was good enough until finally I realized I was. So chronic illness can be caused by so many things. And outside of anxiety, also anxiety, depression, IBS, that whole gamut, people get into accidents and that causes arthritis. Or that too can run in the family. So there are a lot of reasons, plus health reasons like behavioral risk behavior, smoking, and I'm not preaching because I smoked for years, smoking, not eating enough nutrients, things like that, those kind of alcohol abuse, etc., can lead to chronic illness. So that's just a short, I know I probably made it long, but yeah, I want to make just a short statement about what can cause chronic illness and share my background. And hopefully you'll write comments or, let me know how you feel. And I hope you subscribe. I really want to be a support for chronic illness, and I want to be informative. So if you want, please subscribe. I'd be thrilled. And please leave comments. I will answer them.